Child, and here come these Jesus stands. As soon as they saw this video of Lil Nas X or whatever, they was just like, and see, that's what you get for playing with Sky Master. Sky Master will obliterate you if you don't worship him. If you don't bow down and kiss his feet. That's what you get, Lil Nas X, for playing with my owner's name. I want us to get off the field so bad. I want us to get off the field so bad.
Y'all know who I am, y'all know who I am. Adrian, I be in the cut, I sizzle with your man. Don't be mad at me because he recognized the brand.
Way back in 2018, I put out the first book in my Xeraxia series. I'm so excited to let you all know that the sequel to that book, Xeraxia, The Vengeance of Cold Wind, is out now. Anywhere you get your ebooks and audiobooks, you can find it there. I'm talking about Amazon, Audible, audiobooks.com, Google Play, like it's all there. Also, you can go to www.xeraxia.com to purchase it directly from my site. Check out my series, check out the first book, and make sure you get the second book because it's out now. I'm so excited.
All right, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I saw this video, honestly, come across my timeline, I kind of scrolled by it because I was just like, oh, they just playing some stuff up. It's Lil Nas X. He probably pulling something like a stunt or whatever for his album. Because I know he got music or something coming out. So I honestly did not think anything of it and just kept moving. But people kept bringing it up and I was like, uh-oh. I was like, what's going on? And so you know me, I like to wait for an article because, girl, y'all are not going to get me with nothing. I need an article, honey. Like, we don't play those games around here. Y'all already know that. Y'all know that. So Lil Nas X was arrested after allegedly roaming the streets of LA nearly naked on Thursday and hospitalized for a possible overdose. And so TMZ was the first to report it. So I was like, and when I first saw it, but I was like, TMZ ain't really, like, TMZ is messy, but her T be like, you know what I mean? You know, so I was like, okay. So I saw the video and I was like, oh, I see, I understand. So TMZ was the first to report that he was wandering the streets of LA's Studio City around 4 a.m. in only his underwear and boots. And so TMZ shared video footage of Lil Nas X as captured by a passerby. Not going to share that here. The sighting prompted several people in the area to contact LAPD, who found Lil Nas X still walking down the road when they arrived. The rapper was reportedly transported to a local hospital for what has been described as a possible overdose. A spokesperson for the LAPD confirmed receiving a call to Entertainment Weekly when they reached out for comment on Thursday, but could not identify Lil Nas X's name. The spokesperson also said the suspect was arrested for charging at a police officer. This morning around 5:50 a.m., officers responded to the blah, blah, blah block of whatever for a nude man walking in the street. Excuse me, he was not nude. Let's be clear about that. Hold on. Now, hold on. My sis might be going through something. Hold on. Now, wait a minute. My sister might be going through something, but she was not fully nude. Let's not play on her name. Let's not play on her name like that. My sister had on some beautiful whitey tighties. There was no stains. Let's check her. Don't play with her. My sister had on some beautiful whitey tight. There was no stains, no nothing, honey. White boots. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Talk about a nude man. My sister was close. She had something on. Okay. Upon arrival, the suspect charged at officers and was taken into custody. He was transported to a local hospital for a possible overdose and placed under arrest for battery on a police officer. Of course, reps for Lil Nas X did not respond. I wouldn't respond to y'all. No way. Are you serious? Let me see. Switching articles here. Because in 2020, he talked to Variety about all the struggles and stuff that he had been enduring since becoming famous. He said, so much happened during my rise, drugs and murders, and my grandmother passing in 2018. She was the first person close to me who died. It was devastating, and it made me a hypochondriac. I'd wake up, heart racing. It was scary. He said he self-medicate. And so, clearly, if this is not a stunt, which I don't think it is, come on now, going all this way, I would be very surprised if this is a stunt, especially because just from what I've been seeing, I've been curious, you know? And so I think these are the moments when we prove what we talking about, girl. Like, we always talk about this mental health and like, oh, harm reduction and da 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 da. Like, if we talking about it, girl, like, this is the moment where, or these kinds of instances are the moments where we can prove what we talking about. If we serious about harm reduction, if we serious about, like, you know, caring about people's mental health, and if this person has already expressed that they go through a lot of, you know, stuff as it is, and clearly this person is in crisis, then are we going to sit here and laugh at them and be like, oh yeah, girl, Sky Daddy, this is what you deserve? Like, is that the kind of community that we want? Especially, oh my gosh, the girls who would be throwing chairs and drunkenly throwing chairs and in a parking lot at Bulldogs fighting, like, I know they ain't talking. Because if TMZ had a camera around y'all, please. You know what I mean? And so, because, I mean, come on, be real. On the wrong night, y'all know, especially those of y'all who've been following me for a minute, y'all know the kinds of crazy traumatic stuff that has happened to me. On the wrong night, especially when I was in college, y'all might have caught in college, y'all might have caught me walking down there with them same whitey tighties. Y'all might have caught, especially in college, so much traumatic stuff, like deeply traumatic stuff that I will never, ever be rid of, right? Like, I will obviously be healing, but like, it will remain with me forever. So, like, those kind of life-changing things happening. I'm queer already, black already. Like, girl, y'all might have actually, especially in college, caught me one of these days, one of them nights, walking down with them same whitey tighties on. Do you hear me? And so I think it would be one thing if, like, we saw a video of Lil Nas X and he was walking down the street beating people up with a baseball bat, just swinging like he Harley Quinn, or like driving his car into the river or something. Like, it would be one thing if we saw a video of him doing that. Like, okay, like, but I just think some of the reaction to this is just corny, especially when, as soon as I saw the video, I was just like, if this is not a stunt, then this guy clearly is in crisis. And so, like, how much can we really joke about that, girl? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because, like, at the end of the day, like, when you strip it down, what's funny? I just think, and I'll end it right here because I can keep going, but I just think that so often we rehearse these talking points about, like, oh, harm reduction, oh, mental health, check on your folks, like, oh, like, don't just leave your community out to dry, da, 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 oh. Like, we rehearse these things, but then in practice, we turn our noses up when people ask for help, for rent and money and all type of, like, in practice, when we see somebody in crisis, what are we doing in practice? You see what I'm saying? But hopefully he will be all right. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully we get an update, right? Also, just, I guess, reaction-wise, it will be interesting to see how this all develops, because I think now people are, you know, making their sermons and preaching and stuff about it. But I think in the future, especially if Lil Nas X ends up being okay, I think this moment will definitely be, like, memed a lot. You know, there's so many similar moments that have happened with pop culture and celebrities, I would say. And it will be interesting to compare what people are saying about it now versus what they're going to be saying about it maybe in, like, you know, 5 or 6 years. But all that being in the event that Lil Nas X is all right, like, you know, like, geez. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I am sure that we're gonna get some kind of update on this later on. Thank y'all so much for watching, and make sure you have a good evening.
Y'all know who I am, Adrian. I be in the cut, I sizzle with your man. Don't be mad at me because he recognized the brand. Don't be mad at me, that nigga acting